What's going on, everybody? First off, I wanted to say thank you very much. We're going to be running the randomizer here. So there were a couple of rules to our contest. It's going to be a $150 giveaway. As stated, it's pretty simple. You need to follow Red Zone DFS on Twitter. You need to retweet this tweet and subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the link. Once we hit 250 subscribers, which we did, we'll draw the random. So the main thing was to retweet this tweet. So we're going to pick from the 35 retweets that this tweet got, the 35 of you who helped us get to the 250 mark. Thank you very much. You are going to be entered into the giveaway. So we are going to switch real quick to a different screen that we have loaded in our make sure. Yep, there we go. So what we're going to do is I've loaded everything in there, and we are going to start the contest. I am going to get it, and we are going to do some secondary entries just in case the person that I reach out to, you can see we have our tweet here that we're pulling from. I'm going to do some secondary entries at the bottom, so that way if number one, the person who wins doesn't reach out to me, they can't get in touch with me on Twitter, we'll just move down to the next ones. So once I hit start contest, we're going to it'll go ahead and do the randomizer, and we will be all good to go. So good luck. Thank you guys. And here we go. Forgot to mention, if one of us who, run the account, like Joey, wins, so he's one of our subs. So we're going to go to the substitute winner, who is Cards Enzo. So Joey is one of our team. Obviously, he retweeted it. Cards Enzo is going to be Polo, comes in second. But Enzo, I think, is going to be pretty easy to get in touch with. Enzo, thank you very much. We really do appreciate it, my man. And congrats. I'll be reaching out to you to get you your 150. So Joey obviously can't win because he's one of our trio. Polo checks out. He's valid through all the rules. Or Enzo checks out. He's valid through all the rules. So there we go. Thank you guys very much. All right, so we are going to stop sharing that screen, and we are going to present a new screen. And while we have you all here, since I'm going to be a little bit busy tomorrow, we are going to do our Showdown slate right now. So we're going to go and pull up Atlanta versus Carolina. You can see a little bit of how I'm going to do my inputs. I do think the Falcons are going to win this game. I think they're going to win this game to the tune of 28-22. We can make it a little bit weird there. We're going to save that. We'll go hit run the Sims and see what we have here. Okay, so really interesting. We're not going to have any ownership or anything quite yet, but we're just going to go off of the optimals here. So it's pretty interesting that Mariota is definitely up top. Really, the optimals are pretty spread out. There's no one really in the 60% even. Everyone's 50% or lower. So really, really spread out here. I think that Mariota and PJ Walker are great options. The one that really stands out to me right away, and it's just from a pricing, is Donta Foreman. I think that the way that the Falcons or that Carolina can win this game is they really get Donta Foreman involved quite early and run the ball, because Atlanta's run defense is just not very good whatsoever. Now, on the converse side, we've got Cordero Patterson at 11.8, which is super, super expensive. That's pretty wild. And here's the thing. Carolina actually has one of the top run defenses. Now, obviously, everyone's going to look at what happened to Joe Mixon, and they're going to go crazy with Cordero Patterson. I think I'm going to be fading Cordero a little bit. I'm going to have a couple of lineups with him, but I'm mostly going to be underweight to the field to him. We've got some other guys that are really interesting. Terrence Marshall, to me, is a guy, obviously, that I really like as a football player. He's priced up because he is the de facto number 2 wide receiver in this offense. And at 8,400, I think that it is just a lot of people are going to stay away from him. He's $1,400 more than Kyle Pitts. And a lot of people are going to want to play Kyle Pitts. I'm going to be one of those people, but I also like Terrence Marshall quite a bit. I think he's a fine guy to go to. Kind of going down the list, I think Eddie Pinheiro and Younghoe Koo are going to be 2 really good options. I think this is going to be a pretty good kicker game. I think this is going to be a pretty messy game overall. You could play a little revenge factor with DJ Moore since he kind of screwed the pooch at the last game. PJ Walker, for starting quarterback that's putting up decent numbers against a pretty bad team, he's probably going to be my number 1 QB to get to. Going down the list here, I mean, there's not a whole lot. I'm not going to want to play Laviska Shenault, but there's a lot of fair price guys. Tommy Tremble at 3,200, I think is interesting. Olmeed Zacchaeus, Damiere Byrd is somebody I definitely want to get some exposure to. I know he's going to be I'm hoping he's going to be pretty under-owned once ownership comes out. And he's their deep shot guy. I'm going to take some deep shots to him. They're going to try and do it. That's going to be one of those things. Chuba Hubbard is probably going to be a bit of a stay away for me unless he's just going to be criminally under-owned. I think that they're going to want to run the ball with Donta Foreman quite a bit. If they get down early, I think Chuba comes in as more of the passing down guy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm going to be looking to play both quarterbacks. I love Donta Foreman. Kyle Pitts and Terrence Marshall are going to be the guys that I'm really looking to get into my lineup. So again, guys, thank you so much. And Enzo, I'm going to be reaching out to you. Congrats, everybody. Thank you for participating. Have a good night.